Hey there, welcome back to Yoga Magnificat with Mithia. I'm so glad to be able to bring to you another chair yoga class. So grab a chair, maybe a mat, and a yoga strap, and we'll get started. Feel free to come seated. Place your back against the chair and allow your feet to come out in front of you. Maybe splay the toes apart, let your hands come up onto your lap, and take a deep breath in, closing the eyes, and exhaling slowly. Begin the cycle again, breathing in, feeling all of that lovely air filling up the lungs, knowing that it brings fresh oxygen to the blood, to the body, to the organs. And let anything else that is bothering you, preoccupying your mind in a negative way, just fall away to the side. Feel that breath and the beating of your heart, the warmth of your home, the peace and the quiet that is around you. No matter what else is happening in the world right now or outside of your four walls, allow yourself to dwell on the safety and security of your home. As you begin to settle into your rhythm, continue breathing long and deep, and we will keep this pattern with us as we incorporate some movement into our practice. From here, begin to open your eyes, slide your feet back in, and maybe scooch forward just a little bit. Sit up nice and tall, and then from here, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms and look up. Exhale, and inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring the elbows in, look up. Inhale again. Exhale, elbows to the sides, look up. Inhale, come up. Bring the hands down. You're going to slide the body forward, land your tummy on your thighs, and release the hands either to the floor or looping them around the back of your calves. Pull your head slowly down. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Another inhale. And exhale. Slowly place the hands on your shins, lifting your head, coming into a halfway lift. Take a deep breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway. Exhale, forward fold again. Last time for our halfway lift. This time come all the way back up, circle the arms up, look at your thumbs, and bring the hands to heart. From here, we'll begin with some twists. So sit up tall, begin to lift the arms up, turn to the right, and release them down to the right side. Left hand on your thigh, right hand on the chair. And then begin to push into your left hand, allowing your body to turn gently towards the right. Maybe turn your head towards the right shoulder, and take a few long breaths. Return back through center. Inhale, the arms come up. Turn to the left this time and lay the hands down onto the side. Right hand on your left thigh, left hand on the chair. Inhale to lift up tall. Exhale, turn your gaze towards the left. Maybe find opportunity for just a little bit more rotation around the side body. Inhale, come all the way back. And then from here, widen the feet just a little bit. We'll come into a side bend. So you can take your right hand down underneath your chair for support. Take your left hand off to the side and bend to the right. Take a deep breath, looking up. Exhale, staying here. Inhale again. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Take the left hand down underneath the chair, right hand up and over, look up to the sky. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale and exhale. Come all the way back up. This time we'll work a little bit of movement into the core area. So we're going to sit up nice and tall, feet planted on the ground. We're going to gently turn from right to left, sitting nice and tall as though our spine were a pole and there were just maybe some ribbon or something kind of twirling around the center of that pole. Inhale to come through. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. So just mimicking that same motion we did in our stretch for our twists, but a little bit more dynamically. Feel your core muscles drawing back towards your spine. And then from here, sit up nice and tall. We're going to hinge about halfway, maybe about 45 degrees. Take your left elbow over and across to the right. Now, if you can touch your opposite knee, go ahead. If not, hover in space and press your hands together. Squeeze your core. Inhale, come up. Exhale, turn to the left. Left elbow across to right knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come up. I'm going to lean forward and twist to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come up. Twist to the left. Let's come all the way back through center and release. Let's work a little bit on our upper arms. So let's take the arms to the sides and you're going to open your palms for me. Now from here, begin to draw some very small circles with your arms. Now the motion should originate from your shoulder joint and not your elbows or your wrists. Okay, so make sure that your entire arm is straight and moving as though they are oars in water. You're going to notice not too long from now that your arms are going to get very tired, and that's normal. You're holding a lot of weight in those arms, and the weight is being controlled and moved by your shoulder joints. Now from here, let's switch directions. So move your arms back, very small circles and very slowly. Now, if you do this really fast, you're going to notice this isn't very hard at all because you're just using momentum and not your own muscles. So be sure to go slowly. Now pause and go forward again. Yes, we're going again. Make sure you're breathing. And then last time, switch directions. Inhale. Exhale. Lucky us. And slowly let it go. Roll out your shoulders. Give yourself a nice release. And then we're going to move on with more arms from here. Now let's take those arms by your sides, kind of at a 90-degree angle. You're just going to slide those hands up overhead. My hands are disappearing off the screen right now, but they're just pushing upwards and then drawing them back down. Push them up. Exhale, elbows down. Inhale, push them up. Exhale, squeeze them down. Now move purposefully as though you are moving through something thick like jelly and not just waving them around in the air. Squeeze them high and bring them down. Now we're going to change direction. So we're going to bring those elbows to 90 degrees in front of the body. And then from here, push them up. And exhale, bring them down. Inhale, push them up. And exhale, bring them down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift and lower. Last time to lift. Last time lower. Set those arms down. Give them another roll or shake, whatever feels good. And then we're going to continue on. So sit up nice and tall. Now we're going to add a little bit of rotation and then also an open movement through this shoulder girdle here. So this is the movement we're going to be looking at. So go ahead and just gently take your arm off to the right, your right hand to the right. So what I want you to think about is take that right arm down, pretend to grab something on your left forearm, and then you're going to open it up. Open up through the shoulder girdle. Your palm should be facing forward. And again, reach slightly forward into the side, almost like you're trying to yank a lawnmower to start, or like a chainsaw, right? So you're going to grab that little tether and you're going to pull that string, but up and over to the right. Up and over to the right. Bring it through. Grab, squeeze your muscles, and bring it forward. Last time, squeeze, open up through that shoulder, press the shoulder back just a little more, and then bring it forward. Relax. Oof. So you probably feel it through the fronts of your shoulder heads here. We're going to do that on the other side. So start with your left hand bent with an angle, palm facing forward. You're going to reach over to your right forearm as though you're going to grab that little starter string, whatever it's called, and you're going to grab it and open it up, palm facing forward. Squeeze your muscle. Bring it back over and across. Now notice I'm not moving my torso very much. It's just the arm. So I'm not twisting to the right. I'm keeping my chest forward. Swing it out, bring it in. I'm keeping a slight bend in my elbow for every movement. I'm keeping it the same angle. Bring it open, squeeze, as though there's resistance, as though there's an elastic band between this arm and that arm. You're going to try to pull it back. And again, pull it back. Return, pull it back. Return, pull it back. Good. One more time, pull it back and squeeze, bring it back in space just a little bit more. And release, bring it forward, bring your hand down. Roll out those shoulders. All right, let's take the hands onto the knees. We're going to bring some cat-cows into play here for the spine. So draw your chest forward, shoulders slide back, look up. Inhale, exhale, draw the chin down. Push your hands forward as you round your back. Inhale, come through again. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale again. Exhale, release. Let's come all the way back up. And then from here, bring the right foot forward. All right. So we're going to do some alternate toe touches. So we're going to start with the right foot out. Arms out to the sides. Nice and strong, sitting tall. Let's take the left hand. We're going to cross over and reach towards that right toe. Now, if you touch the toe, that's not a matter. If you can only reach the knee, that's fine too. You don't have to touch really anything. You just want to cross over. Come back up and touch again to the same foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the right. Come back up, reach and touch. Inhale, come up, reach and touch. I'm reaching my opposite hand, my right hand back, so I can turn a little more to the right. Last time, reach and touch. Come all the way back up. Draw your right foot in and bring your left foot out. Just like in the song. Let's take the arms off to the sides. Core is strong, torso is strong. Now you're going to turn to the left and reach for that right toe. Inhale, return. Exhale, reach. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Reach and come up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, come up. Last time. Come all the way back up. Release your arms. Wiggle out those shoulders. Give yourself some big or little circles if that feels good to you. Sometimes I like to crisscross my arms. Take some deep breaths. Deep breath out. All right, so from here, let's take a moment to stand up and walk behind the chair. So what we do is we reposition the chair so that it is on top of the mat, the short edge. Now come stand behind it, and we're going to start in chair pose, feet together and legs zipped up. Bend your knees, hinge back with your hips, look forward, and hold on to your chair at any point. You don't have to lift your hands up, but if you'd like to, your hands come over and around your face. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, sink down a little more. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands down, step your left foot back. From here, you're going to pop that left foot up and land it again. So it's kind of like we come into Warrior 3, except it's temporary. It's just a small movement as we land that foot. Push down and lower. Push down and lower. Push down, come up, lower, and set that foot down. Now, from here, you can sit nice and tall into your lunge, or you can hold on to your chair. Make sure that you're nice and squared up with your hips. Now, I'm going to move forward a little bit because I can't quite align myself that far away. I'm going to keep my right knee bent. Bend your back knee, and from here, you're going to dip down like an elevator and come back up. A lot of times people do this, they end up shifting forward. So try not to shift forward this way. You want to only go down and come up. So that means bending your knees very slowly and coming back up. Squeeze your inner thighs together, keep your core strong. If you need to hold on to your chair, this is a perfect place for you to have your hands on that chair. Good. You're going to feel your quads, your glutes. Woo. A lot of your legs here. And then from here, pause, shift back onto your left heel, straighten your front leg, and then lean forward with your forearms on the chair. Shift your hips back, lower your head. Now, if you have a higher chair or a lower chair, you can get down a little bit lower. Maybe even cross your arms and put the forehead down. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Slowly bend your knee, walk yourself back up. We're going to continue, turn your back toes off to the side, coming into a warrior position. So that means that your left toes are slightly open, so your left hip is open, your right knee is still facing forward in that lunge position. Your torso, however, is turned to the left side. So that means you can have your right hand on the chair and your left hand off to the back of your mat. So first variation, second variation. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Third variation is to inch your back foot a little farther away and come into a wider angle so this knee comes down and becomes much more challenging. That is your choice entirely. It's just something I want to show you in case you want to do it. All right, so let's come into our side angle. Reach forward, place your forearm on the chair. Flip your left hand and bring it up and over, coming into side angle pose. Take a deep breath. Deep breath out. Now, here's the change. We're going to sweep that arm back, over and around, while holding that pose. I know. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now from here, let's pause. Come all the way back up. Straighten that front leg, coming into triangle pose for a stretch. So reach forward. Notice how my legs are straight. And then my hand comes down when I can't go forward anymore. And then lift that left hand up overhead and lean back slightly in space. Now notice that my chest is not pointing down to the floor, nor am I turned down to face the ground. That chest has to be to the left side and that shoulder slightly back. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Some options here. If you feel like you have more space to come down, you can put your hand through your chair to your seat, if you have a chair that lets you do that. Or you can place your left hand down onto your shin or the top of your thigh. Just make sure that if you come down very low, you're not reaching with your upper body. You have that range of motion through your hips and your side body. Okay, so that's the other option that you have here. And then very slowly put a bend in your front knee, walk your way up. Using your chair, your thighs, or whatever helps you, coming back to warrior pose. Now place your right hand down, walk your back foot in slightly, turn both toes off to the sides, getting ready for horse pose. So you're going to bend those knees and stay very upright. You're not pitching forward and sticking your bum back. You're actually keeping your bottom in line with your tailbone and your head. And then bring the hands to your heart or you can always keep your hand on the chair. So have one hand here and one hand here, doesn't matter. Take a deep breath in, and then think about squeezing your heels towards each other without moving them from the mat. You're going to activate those inner thighs. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, sink down further if you wish. And then slowly straighten up. Oh boy. Heel toe your feet back in towards each other. And when you're ready, step it back to the front of your chair, your mat. We'll start this time on the right side. So if we can remember all of that, you can also take a drink of water, take a break if you're kind of thinking that was really long and hard for my legs. So please feel free to press pause at any time. So from here, step your right foot back. You're going to balance on your left foot, hold onto your chair, and pop up a few times. Lower down slow, pop back up. Lower down slow, pop back up. Squeeze your glutes at the top of the motion, so squeeze here. Lower down. You're going to slide your chest slightly forward. Okay, so make sure that you're pushing down into your hands and not forward so your chair kind of knocks away from you. You're going to push down slightly. A couple more like this. Set that foot down, come to your lunge on the right side. So again, left knee is bent, you're on your back toes with the heel up. Bend your back knee and then begin to come down and come up. So if you want to make just a tiny bend, if your knees are a little bit sore, you're kind of scared of lunging, please do just take a small bend instead of a big one. So if you want to take a bigger one, you might come down a little further. Really your choice. Hands can be on the chair, or you can practice your balance if you're feeling really up to it and doing this without hands. Really squeeze those glutes, work them hard. They're nice big muscle groups, they can handle it. Yes, you can. Couple more. Last one. Put your hands back on the chair. Straighten your front leg, push back against your right heel, coming into an extended triangle pose or pyramid pose. And then lower yourself down. Keep those hips moving back and away from your head. So don't let yourself bunch up into a curl here. Let those hips straighten that back. Bend those knees. Come up and make your way to warrior two. So turn your right toes off to the side. Your whole body, your torso turns to the right. So from here, your left knee is bent, back foot is straight. Open the arms to the front and back of your mat and look forward. And again, first option is to stay here. Second is here. Third is to drag your right foot slightly farther away and come into a deeper lunge. Let's come into our side angle. So reach forward, set your left hand down and bring your right hand up and over. Keep turning your body to the right and spiraling that shoulder back. Let's bring that arm down and back for some arm circles. Good, and then let's bring ourselves back up, straighten that front leg, come into triangle pose. So triangle pose starts with the arms forward and back, reach forward, land the hand, bring the right hand up and over and lean back. Legs are super straight, sucking up the mat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale slowly, exhale fully. Again, make your modifications if you want to get down lower, using the chair, using your legs, whatever suits you best. Bend your front knee, come back up. We're going to bring the right foot in. And then from here, shake out those legs, take a downward facing dog. So walk those feet back, allow your head to come down between the elbows. And press into your hands. Feel that stretch underneath the arms. Stretch your back. Take a deep breath. Deep breath out. Good. Slowly walk your way back up. Take your time. And as you're ready, take your hands behind your back. You're going to press your shoulder heads back and your fists down. Look forward. Take a nice deep breath in, opening up through the shoulder heads and your pectorals and chest muscles. And slowly release. We're going to make our way back down onto the chair. Grab your strap if you have one. If you don't, you can always pause the video and grab kind of a long towel, a t-shirt, anything that you can sort of just pull between your two hands about an arm's length apart. So we're going to start with our strap with a nice open chest stretch. So I call this the Y stretch because it starts off a little bit wider than shoulder distance. So take your hands, lift them up overhead. And you're going to squeeze your palms or your fists away from each other so there's tension between those hands. Bring them back in space as much as you can. And then take one fist distance out. So it's just the same amount of width as one fist. So you're not sliding that strap like right out of your hands and opening up too fast. Bring the hands back in space. And then let up a little bit and open again, one fist distance apart. Squeeze, pull, and bring it back. And again, so release, bring them back and out. You're going to pull. And then bring it back behind you. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Release forward a little bit again. One fist distance out. Pull and bring it back. Breathing in, breathing out. At this point, if you have more space, let your hands go all the way until you can really extend your arms out like a T and look forward. Try not to crouch your shoulders, your chin down. Look forward, open up that chest. Slowly bend your elbows behind you to release. It's a fairly intense stretch, so take it slow. Give yourself a little shake and a shimmy if you're feeling a little bit cramped from that whole stretch. And then grab the strap and we'll come into our pigeon pose. Let's take the right foot forward, bend the knee, cross it over the ankle, let the knee splay out. Set up tall and then hinge forward for that nice, lovely stretch. Slowly make your way up, release the foot. Let's take the left foot in, lift it, cross it over, and hinge forward from here. Take a deep breath out. Inhaling slowly and exhaling. Slowly come up, release the strap, bring the feet to the floor. We're going to extend them long. Once more, sitting tall, lift the hands up, exhale, bend forward, land the hands somewhere along the shins, walk them forward. Take another inhale, get nice and long, and as you exhale, round the spine, drop the head. To make this more relaxing, you can cross your arms if you can reach your shins, or even place them on your thighs above the knees. Anywhere you can find a comfortable rest for the upper body, do so. And then begin to breathe in through your back. Feel it fill up through the spinal muscles, the hamstrings. So much of your back body, especially if you're sitting upright a lot all day in a chair, at a desk. This is a really good stretch to do, and it's very simple. Make sure you're paying attention to your breathing, letting go of any tension or grip. Just sink into it. Slowly begin to lift your head, walk your hands up towards your thighs. Take a moment as you sit upright. Big breath in, followed by a big breath out. When you're ready, feel free to lay your back against the chair, let your feet splay out, palms against the thighs. Close your eyes and take a few moments to feel the warmth in your body, the air in your lungs, the quiet and safety of your home. Let yourself fully dwell with this moment, this sense of well-being and peace. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana for longer, please pause the video. If you're ready to finish, I just encourage you to feel that lightness, the breath, the body. May you have this with you today in your thoughts, words, and heart. Namaste.